All right. Come on, Angel.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone.
Almost there. That's what you said a half hour ago.
That's always the right answer.
Nate is from Algonquin Outfitters, and I don't think I've met you in person yet. It's always online on Dennis's show and stuff like that. Yeah. So we were going out for a whiskey fireside chat. Pine Martin was supposed to be with us, but he just contacted us and he has the poops, so he won't be joining us today. Hope you feel better, Mr. Martin. So our idea is to use stick stoves. So we're following COVID protocol, 6 meters apart, and plus they're really cool to use. And we're gonna make some wild tea. I'm gonna choose my ingredients. Nate's gonna choose his. So we're gonna get some birch bark to start the stick stoves with. Little tip, when you find it, grab some, because when you need it, you won't find any. I'm gonna harvest off this dead tree so I don't harm the living tree. And look at, holy crap, there's a lot. Woo! Mother load! Mother load! Holy crap.
Look at that. Kevin, we can make a canoe.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Wilderness.
In the wilderness with full cell signal. Look at all that up there.
Yeah, that's incredible, eh? Well,
It's exfoliating.
I said pardon? You did what?
It's choosing to, I don't know, exfoliate. What's the I don't have a thesaurus on me.
Right now, Nate is questioning going out in the woods with me. He thought the online stuff was bad that we do together on, it's not Zoom, it's StreamYard, right? On Dennis's show.
I think so.
Yeah, Canoe Hound Adventures, and then there's also Rain Dance.
Oh yeah, Just Corbet.
Yeah, yeah. But no, we decided instead of that, we would actually go out in the wild.
Like in real life.
Yeah, yeah. And harvest birch bark that is exfoliating.
The tree is exfoliating its bark. Look, it's basically giving us its bark. I don't know how else to explain the term exfoliate here.
You're actually doing a really good job. I'm just fucking crap at it. Now I know why Martin said that he had the poops. He doesn't have the poops. He just didn't want to go back out with me again. Get the fire going, man. It's cold.
The water's boiled. The water's boiled.
It's a snowstorm coming in, you know. I hope we get out today.
Okay. I was wrong about this.
He's a potty mouth.
I was wrong.
As soon as I turn the camera off. Anyway, sorry.
God.
Cut. He's rambling on and on.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll ask you the question again.
I'm totally distracted by the whiskey.
Oh, that's smooth. It's a little smoky. Or maybe it's the fire. Oh, and there's afterburn.
Wow, that's nice.
There's some afterburn, but pleasant afterburn.
No afterburn. Mild, all the way down.
Maybe it was what I had for dinner last night. Nate's looking for chaga on the birch trees, but there isn't any because they're too healthy. Chaga is a fungi, by the way. And so am I. I'm a fun guy. Nate, what'd you find?
I found some chaga that is growing off of what looks to be a yellow birch here. It's a live birch, which is a good sign because that's the only kind of tree you want to take chaga off of. Chaga off of a dead birch isn't going to do too much for you. But you can tell because there's buds on the tips of the branches up there. And it's a nice sized chunk too, except it's a bit of a reach. I was thinking if I could jump over there and cling to the tree, I might be able to saw it off before it falls into the lake, but the water might be a little cold by now. Or, I mean, if you stand down there, Kevin, I could stand on your shoulders and then saw the chaga off, a bit of the chaga.
That wouldn't be COVID friendly.
Oh, right, sorry.
And also, I don't want you to do that. What'd you find?
Big old burl on this giant white birch. Look at the size of it.
Wow.
It's like a birch bump.
Okay.
Over here you can kind of see what looks to possibly be the start of a fungus, probably chaga. Kind of that black stuff starting to build in there. So usually what will happen is the spore will get inside the birch and then start growing by using the nutrients in the tree.
So you said that it wouldn't taste good if it was a dead birch.
Not that it wouldn't taste good, but there wouldn't be any of the nutrients in the chaga that you'd want from drinking the tea. Because by that time the chaga has already done the work to gather all the nutrients it can from the tree, and that's actually why the tree is dead and on the ground.
Nate's just not a pretty face, just saying. Look at the size of this yellow birch. Holy jumping. And the branches and the roots make a really nice tea because it tastes like wintergreen. Yeah, give the tree a lick,
Sure.
Nate, and see if it tastes like wintergreen.
That's how you get maple syrup, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Holy crap, that's big.
It is all minty.
Okay, I found some golden root, and you can make a tea out of that. Not much of it. It's very acidic. Make a tea out of the golden root, and I think the leaves too. But yeah, it's good for stomach problems. So, Pine Martin, if you were here instead of at home pooping, we could help you out. But you're on your own. There. See? Golden root.
Cool. Some cedar for my tea. I'm just gonna take.
And that's your preference for today, is cedar?
I think so. Yeah, it's kind of sweet.
Yeah. What else could have you used?
You can use white pine in a pinch for vitamin C if you really want it.
Yeah, like you're eating like 5 oranges when you drink a tea out of.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you just can't overdo it, or else you get whatever the opposite of scurvy is. I don't know.
You get the Pine Martins.
Oh yeah, there we go. Tea time.
You found something else that's intriguing.
Spores, puffers, puffer spores. That's the scientific name. Oh yeah. Do you want to inhale some of that?
I think that's a good idea.
Wow, so cool.
So the idea behind that is the raindrop hits it.
Right.
The spores come out in the cloud, and then, yeah, all of a sudden, it's like sex.
Yeah. So that green kind of powdery dust it's emitting will have whatever's needed for the spore to grow somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
Is this how Smurfs grow?
Okay, I'm looking for some wintergreen for wintergreen tea, and I haven't found it yet, but I found bunchberry. No berries left though. Sometime this time of year you still see the berries. They taste like a bruised apple. but I don't think bunchberry makes that good of a tea. I'd rather have wintergreen. Well, I found some wintergreen, and here it is here. Right there. And I'm going to harvest just a little bit. Just a little bit, by the way. Don't be taking a whole bunch. That's unethical to do out here. Just harvest a little bit. Nate is now leading me to another lookout. He said we're going to have a tea and a whiskey chat. I've yet to see any of that happen. Nice.
Yeah. This is our front for a tent right here, and then I'll usually do a little fire pit on the rock right here.
Nate is taking me to one of his secret spots on Crown Land. Really nice, beautiful day. Wow, this is nice.
Yeah.
And not many people come here. Wow.
No, aside from, so I made a fire ring right here and cleaned it up, but there was still some kind of ash on the ground. And I came back the next year and it was exactly the same.
Wow.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's fine with me if no one else comes here.
And it's called Bob Lake, you said?
I believe, I think, I call it Nunya Lake, but Bob Lake works too.
Ready for a boil up?
Yes, I'm ready. I am using this KIHD Products basic twig stove.
Brand new.
Brand new. I've never used it before. And in fact, it's a little embarrassing to say I've never used a twig stove before.
Well, don't be embarrassed.
Well, it's, you know, I feel like I should have before at least, but for me it's usually either a fire or, you know, an isobutane stove. So this could be interesting.
Okay.
But exciting.
It's a good thing I'm not filming it.
Yeah, exactly.
You got tea yet?
Not yet, but I did get the stove going. My very first twig stove fire. It's great. Well, it's a pleasant surprise.
Do you sell them at your store?
These ones, yes, we do.
If we were having a boil off, I would be the winner.
Yes, you would. Yep. I'm not contesting your Kelly kettle skills whatsoever. I'm just happy I got this thing going. But it's humming away there. It's this is fun. I like it. And then usually what I look for when I'm doing it is for that water to start turning kind of a honey yellow. So we'll wait until it gets to that point and then partake of it.
And I brought something to sweeten it up.
Did you ever?
Well, whiskey fireside chat. I have something I've never tried before. Old Forester. It's a bourbon. What kind of, where's it made? I think all bourbons are made in the States, right? It was made by an Old Forester.
There you go. I like the name.
Right.
Oh. There we go.
Oh, ooh, I like that.
It's got some zip to it.
Yeah, we should just dump the
Dump the tea?
dump the tea and just a little bit of bourbon in our tea.
It's delicious, actually, with
yeah.
that cedar tea. How is it with that?
It's really good. The
Wintergreen?
the leaves, the wintergreen soaked quite a bit, and that's a good kick to it. That'd be good with honey too. Oh, wow! Where'd you get this?
The grocery store.
I'll cut that part out. Well, the season to a lot of people is all over. Paddling season is done, right? It's snowed, it's cold, the lakes are going to start freezing, so we should all just go in and watch Netflix.
Ideally not.
No?
No. I don't know. I think October, November can be fantastic for all kinds of outdoor stuff. In fact, sometimes preferable to me. A lot of people have the impression that once the fall colors are all done, then it's time to go inside until there's enough snow to do something with. But especially this year, I think if you want to keep yourself active, then there's a ton of awesome opportunity that November gives, and so does December until you do get that snow. All kinds of reasons. I mean, a day like this in November is a real good reason right there.
Yeah.
But there's less people around. So areas that were crowded for the summer and for leaf season are no longer crowded. Without any foliage on the trees, you get totally different views and vistas than you normally would. So oftentimes you get some really nice views that you wouldn't otherwise get unless you were there in the winter. But in November, if you go, you can still hike instead of having to snowshoe or ski. It can be a great season to hike.
Poor Angel's limping. Oh no, dog.
What happened?
You alright? You got a sore paw? You've been running around too much.
You went too hard and now you're after the honey.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, dog. Okay, lie down. Lie down. Well, Martin, sorry that you're not out with us. We miss you. I hope you're not sitting on the toilet still.
I hope so too.
Cheers.
Cheers. Miss you, Martin.
Oh, Martin. And he'd be so upset with us. Our packs are not hung up.
That's right.
The tree.
They're on the ground
Yeah.
and stuff's just spread out.
Yep.
Yeah, you would be.
What was that comment?
I said, look at your pack. Look at your pack. Sitting in the snow. All your gear. This is how it's done. Just put a stick right through here like this. There you go. And that keeps your pack up out of the snow.
I knew it was a bad idea to go out with this guy. It was like Laurel and Hardy watching us together. So Nate, what should people have in their pack this time of year? I mean, it could be dangerous to be out this late season, right?
Yeah, oftentimes it's a lot colder than we're used to at other times of the year when we're hiking. So the things in your day pack when you're out for a hike are definitely different and need to be tweaked from what you normally have in there in the summer. Really good base layers is key. Good footwear is key. Maybe even if there's been snow on the ground lately, definitely some cleats tucked into your pack in case the trail you're on starts getting icy. Just as much, if not more, water. A lot of people maybe don't associate with the need for water as much as they would if it was 30 degrees out in the summer. But I always surprise myself at how thirsty I get in the fall after a hike when I'm perspiring under my base layers, and so having just as much water, if not more, is key. I even throw the little hot hands and hot feet packets in my pack, and that way if I am somewhere and I get a bad soaker and my feet start freezing, then I have something that can help warm them up. I try to always carry a pair of extra socks. An extra layer, usually it's polar fleece, so just in case the temperature starts to drop, I have something I can add to my layers to warm up a bit. I always have a toque tucked in there, even if I don't have a toque when I start out. It's good to have to throw on again if it's gonna get if the temperature drops. Granola bars, something to snack on when you're taking a break. A couple different ways to start a fire is key for me. So I usually have my knife and a ferro rod, but also waterproof matches tucked into a pocket somewhere in a waterproof container. So that's key for me, is to have a couple different ways I can start a fire quickly if I need to. And one thing I always take for granted that I need to keep getting better at is that this time of year, even if you're not going too far from home, is to still let someone know where you're going and when you're coming back, because the terrain offers different challenges than it would in the summer, and so there's different risks of being out there. So having a plan for someone to know where you are if you're not back by a certain time is crucial.
Well, because you work at Algonquin Outfitters, and there's a lot of people going to the park, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are there times, because you know what you're doing out here, do you flinch when you see people for the first time going out this time of year?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, we do our best to inform rather than always sell. If I can give people some advice that helps them have a safer time out on their Huntsville or Algonquin Park adventure, then I've done my job just as much as if I've sold them something. Customers don't come back if they get lost. So return customers are a good thing in our business.
Well, you're quite bright. So the reason why you're wearing that?
Yes, which I didn't discuss earlier when I was talking about what I put in my pack in the fall compared to the summer if I'm out for a day hike. For us Crownland enthusiasts, this time of year is hunting season, and Crownland is fair game for the hunting crowd. And so if you're going to be out there this time of year enjoying some Crownland, then you need to be wearing some bright stuff. Blaze orange is highly recommended. And I think a bear bell as well goes a long ways, not just as a bear deterrent, but as as a way to let people in the vicinity know you're there or you're on the way. Blaze orange out in the bush this time of year is crucial. Absolutely.
The ultimate question: what store is the best store in Algonquin? What's the best AO?
I would say number one's got to be Brent at Cedar Lake. That's my easy answer right there.
Well, if people haven't been there, explain why you said that.
Well, there's nothing quite like it within Algonquin Park. It's at the very kind of northwest end of the park. It's an abandoned railway village that is now an Algonquin Outfitters outpost and a small campground on Cedar Lake. That's usually a starting point for a lot of canoe trippers. And the location we've had there has been there for a very long time, run by the same character for a very, very long time, and hopefully will be for years going forward. But it's about a unique experience inside Algonquin Park at an Outfitters that you're gonna find. So
you got Jake Pigeon at Cedar, you got you in Huntsville, you got Gord at Uxton, you got Jerry now at
Lake of Two Rivers.
Lake of Two Rivers. He used to be Obiango, and I forget the gentleman at Obiango.
Austin.
Oh yeah, jeez, yeah, that's right.
Austin Bonvivier.
Yeah. So which of you are the most attractive?
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to go with Gord.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. He's got that. He has like the silver fox kind of beard thing going, and he has to basically tuck himself away in an office just so he doesn't distract everyone out in the store.
Well, I'd like to thank Nate once again for taking me out to one of his secret Crownland spots around the perimeter of Algonquin. That's all I'll say. I think Algonquin's that way. Or that way, I'm not sure. And we had a great time. Had a good time getting some tea, cedar tea, and wintergreen. I had wintergreen, and it was his first time with a stick stove. That was amazing. And but I don't know if you know about his Instagram. He is Mr. Instagram. Okay, so what is it, Nate Muskoka?
Just Nate Muskoka.
Is Nate Muskoka on Instagram. And I didn't know much about it because I wasn't the biggest Instagram person. I am now. I got a new phone. I'm practicing. And incredible photographer, by the way. Amazing. Yes. Hey. Yeah. But he's very serious, man. He's very serious. Like, you know, we just talked about deep philosophy all day, and then made fun of Pine Marten pooping. Please put some wood on the fire. I'm freezing, man. Holy gee. Check them out and say hello to them when you go into the store in Huntsville.
Absolutely. Come say hi.